So as they come in towards the concluding stages of the Class 3 race, it's absolutely been a very demanding race for all the cars, and there's been horrific problems for the various drivers. But the clear leader now is this man coming towards us in the black with the yellow roof signifying his class. That's 345, Billy Power. Billy Power, really superb drive from him. He's kept out of trouble and done exceptionally good. And he's a long, long way ahead now of the man in second place. And this is our leader now. 345, Billy Power in a real commanding lead now, and there does look as if, unless there's a mechanical failure, there's absolutely nothing to stop him from winning the All-Ireland Class 3 Championship in 1984. He's had a superb and terrific drive all the way, and he's now absolutely clear of his field. Just 3 laps to go now for this man, Billy Power, and he is a long, long way ahead of number 45, Mick O'Connor. And I lost him for a while, and we take it that he's in second place. 126 is fighting back magnificently as well, and he's had a hell of a lot of problems, Alec O'Driscoll. So that's the leader of the Class 3 that we look at as he races round the bottom bend. Another one of them gone out over there, 349. So he's on the penultimate lap now. Just 2 laps to go for him. And just after taking the last lap sign, that was 345. He's had a superb drive here this afternoon in the Class 3. Billy Power, and we watch him now all the way. The back markers are in between him, but there's absolutely nothing to stop him now. Just the last 2 turns to go. Here he comes from the Waterford Club, the host club here this afternoon. A magnificent drive from the All-Ireland champion in Class 3. Here he comes, number 345, Billy Power from the Waterford Club. And a really well-deserved round of applause from the mighty All-Ireland crowd here, congratulating the winner, as he will now shortly come up to take the flag for his lap of honour.
In second position, number 126, Alec O'Driscoll, and then top position, and then a few moments. That's if you can tell you what's up. Please you, stay behind the lady. Stay behind the white lady, they'll bring off.
Well, there he goes. That's our winner, Billy Power.
Had a little bit of difficulty, got a wonderful break, but just couldn't make it for the pass for long. But yes, Billy got in front of him there. A wonderful drive by Billy Power. In second position, was number 126, Alec O'Driscoll, and Alec was lucky as he to keep his motor going for so long. In top position, number 14 was Anthony O'Neill from the right. on, let's stop yourself there a little bit carefully on that second line. You can get yourself a little bit there. James O'Sullivan from Bohawee.
And they're off and racing then in the Class 5. And as the Class 5 set out on their journey, the leader in fact is the sponsor of the race. That's Maurice Kiley, the leader, from Pat Kennedy in that beautiful blue VW. Behind him then is 194 Virgil Power in third place. Completion of lap 1. They all managed to get around that all right. Maurice Kiley and Pat Kennedy then are the leader, and Kennedy spins a bit coming into the home straight that time. Virgil Powers back in third place. The Escort also spinning a little bit. That's Virgil Power looking at being chased then by Gerard Darcy. Oh dear me. And that's James O'Sullivan in 2:26 and the Escort dropping back to last place there. That's Virgil Power down the bottom end of the track with Gerard Darcy the challenger. But they're in second. There's Darcy up into third place now. But here in front of us, that's Maurice Kiley, the leader, with Pat Kennedy in second place. Oh, and Darcy spinning and jumping all over the place. And we're looking at the leader of the race. That's Maurice Kiley. Pat Kennedy is the challenger in second place. And these have drawn some way ahead of the others, which have been followed by Virgil Power. That's our leader, and big stones flying all over the place there. Pat Kennedy getting ever nearer though. They're over the far end of the track now. And it's still Maurice Kiley who leads it from number 48, and down the bottom end of the track Virgil Power pulls in, and Gerard Darcy in second place, but now being followed and passed up into third place by Jack French. That's Jack French on the outside, Darcy on the inside, the two of them dicing, and oh, look at Darcy on our left as we look at him. But here comes 47 up into third place. That's Jack French from Glanmire. Over the far end of the track we look at the two leaders, and getting ever nearer now is Pat Kennedy. Kiley from Kennedy, the two VWs. This exceptionally good driver Kennedy is not going to let Kiley get away too far, and he really has him within his sights now, and he's driving a magnificent race in the second place. So can Kiley hang on now as we look at the pattern of the race as it sets out? These two that we look at now as they turn into the home straight really have it between them, and the pressure now really coming on Maurice Kiley in the VW. And here comes Kennedy right up his tailpipe at this stage. The two of them race round the right-handed together. James O'Sullivan is in the way in front of them, and he's back at the tail of the field. But here comes the two leaders into it now. Absolutely nothing between them as they dice for the lead. Oh, and in onto the inside. An opportunity there for Kennedy slips by. James O'Sullivan now is the man that's in the way down there, and Kennedy now tries to really put the boot in as they go down the bottom end of the track. He decides to go wide. Kiley still maintains his lead, but only just, and a nice piece of driving from him brings him into the home straight again in the lead. And oh dear me, Kennedy nearly had it off there with Sullivan. And what a dice between these two Volkswagens now as they leave Sullivan way behind him. The Escort floundering now, and here comes Kennedy on the outside. Absolutely nothing between them. 309, that's Kiley. 48 in the blue, that's Kennedy. Nick or nothing between them as they race up into the home straight together. And here comes Kennedy, one wheel off the ground, but still Kiley persists and continues to hold on. There's still absolutely nothing between them. We watch the two of them now. Oh, and 226 down here in front of us. That's James O'Sullivan. He's in all sorts of bother. Ger Darcy is also having handling difficulties. But here are the two leaders coming back into the home straight. That's Kiley and Kennedy. Underneath this, we look at them. It's 309. That's the leader, the race leader from 48, the blue, the really experienced Pat Kennedy. And now can he do something about it this time? He's waiting for the opportunity. And we look at the two leaders as they come into the home straight again. What a magnificent race both of them are driving. The two VWs really driving magnificently. And they're starting, in fact, already to pick off the back markers. We look over to our left and watch them running right-handed. Can Kennedy now come back here and peg back this all-the-way leader that we've had from the very time the flag dropped on the first lap? Now, can Kennedy get back at this all-the-way leader? Ger Darcy is underneath this. He's getting in the way a little bit. Oh, dear me. And Kennedy has to put the pedal to the metal and jump on the anchors there. But now he comes back in. So it's Kiley and Kennedy. Ger Darcy, he's back at the tail of the field. Over the far end of the track, we look at them racing into the completion of another lap in the all-brown. These two magnificently prepared Volkswagens. Kiley it is, with his name on the front of it. That's Maurice Kiley, Pat Kennedy. And these really have gone a long way ahead now of the rest of the field. These two with nothing between them. They're gone past the halfway stage now here at the Pike in Dungarvan in the Class 5 1984 All-Ireland Championship, and still Kiley continues to hold off the persistent challenger Kennedy. But Kennedy is not done by yet by a long chalk. What a magnificent race this Class 5 is turning out to be. The highest. And look at Kennedy really flying on the outside, but Kiley continues to hold him. Kennedy on the outside, Kiley on the inside. Oh, dramatic action here at the Pike this afternoon. And now 47, Jack French is going to hold him up a little bit, so it will be interesting to see how they're going to handle this situation down the bottom end of the track. In the all yellow with the black roof, that's Jack French. And look at him, passing him by as if he's standing still there. That's our race leader, that's Maurice Kiley in the brown VW. This is the highest CC that you get in hot rod racing, but it's Kiley continuing to hold sway here. And in fact now Kiley in big trouble, because he has, in fact, look at this, oh, steam flying out of the back of Kiley there, and we thought he was in big trouble, and he seems to be boiling up, so the pressure is on the leader now in a big way as the laps tick away towards their conclusion. Kiley continues to maintain his advantage, but he's steaming very badly, radiator trouble. Kennedy can take the initiative now if he can get near enough to him. The two leaders race down the bottom end of the track. Another challenge this time from Pat Kennedy in 48 on the outside, but maintaining this lead in what a dramatic race we're having here in the Class 5 at the Pike in 1984. Look at Kiley really doing magnificent work, and the radiator is absolutely steaming all over the place. And 48, Pat Kennedy, he's dogmatic in behind him, still waiting for an opportunity. We look at him again, and the crowd anticipating that Kiley could be in trouble. And Kiley in fact wins it. Kennedy in second place, and oh dear me, magnificent win under the most severest pressure on the last lap. Pat Kennedy unsuccessful in his bid to grab the Class 5, but the man that led from flagfall until the checkered flag and the laps did really tick away. A magnificent win for 309. That was Maurice Kiley.
We have blue flags all around from the flagmen. Yeah.
Right, lads, we're ready to go on the ladies. We're just ready to go to get ourselves set up with the race stage, and away we go. First time and Waterford, the way to get shot from the gun. And that's on the inside of power, then make their way into that first corner. And that's behind the tail of Rosspower. Rosspower first away, 55 Marcus Lacey. Very slowly away there, they were on that bottom corner. But it's 368, that's Rosspower from Anadossi and Holan. As they make their way up, and it's Kathleen Daly in that fourth position, and Helen O'Neill in that fifth position as they make their way around the corner once more. Rosspower holding on to that lead from Anadossi in that second position. Anadossi in all sorts of difficulty. In second position at this stage, it looks like the Rosspower driving some company out in front. 1, 2, 5, 4, that's that Holan in that second position. A lot of girls trying to go up very fast from the back of the field at this stage. That's very wide when Rosspower, that Hammer still holds on to that lead, driving that Silk Cup 127 over Anadossi in front. Rosspower doing Silk Cup in that first position. He's followed by Anadossi. And Holan still in that top position, but Anadossi making several mistakes as he makes it around the track, and also doing very, very well. And Holan looking to get car on four wheels as he makes it all the way around that time. Up the car, cut him on the road outside ball. Yellow flag out at Swift, there's getting yellow flag out there at Swift. Yes, we're okay. This Rosspower speeding away the race at this stage. Driving so company in front is Rosspower. In that second position is Anadossi. Top position is that Holan. It's the three Waterford girls doing so company in front. Rosspower made a little bit of a mistake that time going into Swift, and that's Anadossi into the lead. And Holan now is messing with a red flag. We have a red flag, lads. We'll have to be lead on again. We have a red flag, we have a red flag. We have a red flag, we have to be restarted.
'84 is now on the way. They're halfway around on the first lap. Rosspower is the leader from last year's All-Ireland champion, and Darcy in 3 in the 127. 3 127s. Oh, and dear me, lots of action over there. You can see number 268 down here on our left, right up onto the bank she goes. But it's Rosspower who leads it. Rosspower leads it from Ann Darcy. Ann Darcy in second position. These two now are just ahead of number 58. That's Kathleen Daly. Making up good ground behind these then, the two Volkswagens. But the 127s domineer, and oh, going up. And they're all having trouble over on that top end. Up front, we look at the two leaders. That's number 368. That's Rosspower from Ann. Oh, and look at this over here on our left. Oh, and she's absolutely going all over the place. That's number 58. That's Kathleen Daly. Up and down the bank she's gone. Up and down the bank, and they all pass her by, and she seems to be all right over there. But we look at the two leaders now as they come into the home straight. That's Rosspower, the leader, from 1983 All-Ireland champion. That's Ann Darcy, making up good ground behind these. The Volkswagen then of number 310. That's Mary Fields. Mary Fields in third place, and these three have drawn some way ahead of the rest of the field as they race up towards the right-hander to complete another lap. And here comes Darcy with a tremendous challenge on the outside. Let's see how she gets around the top turn. And she gets rounded in first place. Or does she? No. 368. Rosspower continues on her merry way, holding on to the lead from Anna Darcy. Then comes Mary Fields. Here are three leaders in the All-Ireland Ladies Championship. Oh, dear me. And horrific stuff down there. Horrific stuff. Number 310 it is. Mary Fields who takes it up now from Anna Darcy. And unfortunately, Rosspower is out of it over the far end of the track. Here comes Anna Darcy on the inside. Look at this really magnificent stuff here. But here comes the Volkswagen back again. These ladies are really all flat out. Mary Fields it is, but look at Ann Darcy. A dynamic piece of driving from her as she races around the right-hander. She takes it up. That's her, and look at the carnage that's around the place. Trying to get back into it, Rosspower, but she's a lap behind now at this stage. Back in fourth place is O'Neill at this stage, but here's our leader. Can she make it a double? The 1983 champion turns into the straight in first position. Here she comes, Anna Darcy in the black 127. Another successful Darcy behind the wheel. That's her, Anna Darcy, being still chased and followed by Mary Fields. Then comes number 14. That's O'Neill. Up the top end of the track, we look at the leader. That's Anna Darcy, going exceptionally well now and taking it handy in the lead. She has a commanding lead. Number 55 just passing us by, Margaret Lacey, sounding very sick indeed. Engine, I think, giving a lot of problems there, and we thought that before racing. Oh, and dear me, number 14, who was going well in third position there, is after getting into trouble. In the meantime, 37 is back in the race, Bridget Aylward, but this is our leader. 310, who was going so well, Margaret Fields, or Mary Fields I should say, she's gone out of the race also. That's our leader, number 3, Anna Darcy. That's Anna Darcy, 55 and underneath is in big trouble. Trying to get back into the race is number 368, Rose Power. But this is our leader. Over the far end of the track, we look at the leader. 1983 All-Ireland champion, looking to making the double, and nothing bar something spectacular happening to her now is in her way, because she is a half a lap ahead of number 14. Behind number 14 then in third place. After all the problems then comes so they're gone well past the halfway stage now here in the Ladies All-Ireland Championship 1984, and 3 it is. Anna Darcy, who continues to show in a long clear lead, and a long lead now it is. And in fact we were looking for number 14, and here she comes now. That's number 14, that's O'Neill, and she's in second position, and she in turn is a long way ahead of this girl here. That's number 303, Anna Shanahan, being challenged for third place now by number 64, that's Margaret Collins. And these then from number 37, Bridget Aylward. And these are the only ones remaining in the Ladies All-Ireland Hot Rod final in 1984. Anna Darcy, the clear leader. She's got a half a lap now up, and 64 spinning a little bit. We were looking at it there, but they're nearly a lap behind the leader. That's our leader. Behind her, she's way back at the tail of the field. That's Bridget Aylward, number 37. In second place is this lady here. That's number 14. We haven't got her first name, but it's O'Neill, being followed by the woman who came back into it, Rose Power. In third place then, a good race for third and fourth place between 303 is Anna Shanahan, and number 64 is Margaret Collins. These are in third and fourth position. As they race over the far end of the track, picking off the back markers now is number 3, Anna Darcy, and the magnificently prepared 127. Going well. Into the home straight. 4 of them coming together, but the leader is in between cars and the all black. That's Anna Darcy. Comfortably holding on now. Just in front of her then is number 64, Margaret Collins, in fourth position, and in front of that then is number 303, Anna Shanahan. And now let's see what happens over the far end of the band. And Anna Darcy there dicing again, but gets away with it. And you can see 5 of them coming around together here now, and oh dear me, we nearly had more problems. Anna Darcy and Bridget Aylward is after making up good ground. Oh dear me. And up onto the bank then we had number 303, Anna Shanahan. But this is still our leader, and back after making up good ground is number 64, Margaret Collins, into third place. On the penultimate lap now, number 3, Anna Darcy, continues to show. In third place is number 64, That's 64 in third place. That's Margaret Collins. And in fourth position, in my opinion, then is 303 Anna Shannon. And this Volkswagen here, the red with the yellow roof, is number 14 O'Neill. She's in second position. That's my opinion at the moment. Last lap sign then for number 3 Anna Darcy, and she's just one lap away from making and being a dual All-Ireland champion. And what magnificent stuff out of the Darcys. They're exceptionally good drivers, not only the male Darcys, but this female Darcy, Anna Darcy, coming in towards the checkered flag, the victorious winner of the 1984 All-Ireland Ladies Hot Rod Championship 1984. Here she comes to the checkered flag, putting up her hand in recognition that she has won. And that's her, Anna Darcy, the All-Ireland champion 1984. Let's see now who gets the checkered flag for second place. In my opinion, it's number 14. And in fact, she doesn't get the checkered flag. So we await then to see who in fact does.
I could be wrong here. But Margaret Collins, I know, taking that competition, I know that is here. This one. Around the other stuff.
This is my opinion there, that Anna Darcy was the winner, followed by number 14 O'Neill, and then we had Margaret Collins. That's the complete unofficial result. Of course, we await confirmation of that from the lap recorders shortly. In the meantime, we look at the All-Ireland champion 1984. That's making it a double. She's the 1983 champion, making it a double this year, driving a splendid race in car number 3 in the 127. That was Anna Darcy. Hear the applause for the victorious winner coming underneath the opposite sign, then past the snow cream milk, and you can see her holding on. She's probably more terrified up there than she was for the last 20 laps. So you can see her waving the checkered flag in recognition of being the dual All-Ireland champion, making it a double here this year. That was Anna Darcy, and she works hard behind the scenes as well, because she was collecting the few bob on the gate as we were making our way in here earlier this afternoon. So there she is, the victorious winner, just coming up towards and underneath the Yoplait sign over there, one of our sponsors this afternoon. The magnificently prepared 127 there. Number 3, just coming up now to complete her lap of honour and waving to the enormous crowd that has gathered here at the Pike for this year's All-Ireland Hot Rod Championships. Speaking to the double All-Ireland champion, 1983 and 84, Anna Darcy. Anna, you had a grand drive here at the Pike this afternoon.
I had a great drive, thanks.
And what about the challengers behind you?
There were plenty of challengers in front of me too.
There was a little bit of carnage along the way, other women climbing the bank, and that didn't interfere with too much, no?
I know, it didn't interfere with me, but I think there was a lot of misfortune to be knocked out of it, you know.
But who did you see when you were starting off as any of your main challengers?
Oh, I saw plenty of challengers. I think everybody out there is a challenger once they're out there racing for the day, you know, for the cup.
Well, if we look back on the race, if I remember rightly, approximately 3 or 4 laps in, there was quite a deal of scrimmaging down the bottom bend, and you were a bit lucky to get through. I think number 368 spun in front of you, and you just managed to get by.
That's right. I stood on the brakes and I hoped for the best, closed my eyes and kept going.
Apart from that, I saw you earlier on the gate. You were enjoying yourself there too, working behind the scenes.
I hope I have a 10 after the day.
Right. Well, now, would you like to tell us a little bit about any of the people that were on the gate with you, that were working so hard towards the beginning of this championship?
All the women that helped on the gate, Mary Nolan,